John, back at it today. I know from a coaching standpoint, it's not just that you got offense this weekend. 3.5 goals a game, as it turns out, or whatever. But were you happy with how you got that offense?
Yeah, I was. I liked how we went. We did some things that we've been guys getting inside. A lot of the goals you saw were all inside. So we don't want to be that perimeter team that looks like we're doing a lot, but not much is getting accomplished. And I thought we did a pretty good job of digging ourselves underneath and scoring those goals. Tight to the goalie, because that's how you're going to score. Goalies are too good. You got to make sure that you get inside. I'd like to get a little bit more ozone possession, though. I think a lot of ours were like, we scored some goals, but I don't think we created enough ozone time, so that's something that we can continue to monitor as we move forward.
Looking at that first period yesterday, it's pretty easy to look at the shots on goal and say, oh, wow, what in the world happened there? Except when you look at the high danger opportunities, when you look back at it, there just didn't seem to be that many. Was the first period of yesterday or the Saturday's game as kind of lopsided as the shot clock seemed it to be?
Yeah, again, I agree with you. I don't think some of them are high danger, but I do think that we didn't do a good enough job of getting it stopped. I think we spent too much time on our own end, by not getting pucks stopped. That's something we addressed today, I think, when you watch practice. But it's kind of like you're not going to be perfect all the time. It's better to bend and not break, and we kind of had that mentality. But it's definitely not something we want to have as a template of success. But all in all, it was pretty good effort. And Dennis was there when he had to be.
And as far as mixing up the folks that got in play over the weekend, you feel everybody got enough exposure to their first taste of the American League season?
Yeah, I think we had to adjust the lineup accordingly to get we got a vet issue. It is what it is. You can't play them all. We'd like to, but it's just unfortunate. But it still allowed some of the young guys to get some good amount of ice time, which was important. Got some good looks at some players. At the end of the day, they don't want to not play, but I think they all came in with that right attitude. Like they're trying to do whatever they need to do to make the team better.